Okay, we opened with a family. They were poor. They didn't have much, but they loved each other very, very much. Until one day, while her mom was at work, young Katie's life would take a huge turn. Because her dad would tell her they were going to go camping for the day. But that's not what they did. They were in the car for hours, driving alone and tugging until they arrived at a big, giant house. When they went inside and they saw this old man, it was her grandpa. And she was like, "Grandpa, my grandpa died." But the dad was like, I'm sorry, Katie. I can't live in poverty anymore. My parents never approved of my marriage to your mom, so they cast me out. But I just can't do it anymore. I'm going to marry a rich woman and move in with my grandpa. And I want you to join me. And I was saying, no, and Katie said, "Oh, you are insane? I'm not gonna join you. So what, your plan was just to kidnap me and not even tell Mom where we went?" She storms out and she called her mom. Her mom comes and picks her up and she says, "Man, these men are insane. All men are horrible. I wish they would all die." And her mom agrees. She said, "We don't need men. It will just be me and you. That's all we need." And then we cut to the intro. We cut back to Loki and Mobius as they're on the abandoned warehouse place. And Loki gets a beep, beep, beep on his tin pad. And he says, "Bingo, another anachronism." Mobius is like, "Okay, yay, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll come one step closer to stopping Kang the Conqueror." So then, Mobius grabs his coat, and Loki uses his magic to get into his costume. As they click the button, and they walk through the portal to the new destination. Then we cut back to our girl Katie. She's in high school. She's in high school now. And she's the only girl who doesn't like men. All the other girls and popular people all thinks she's a weirdo and a loser because she doesn't like, she hates men. She's the only one who doesn't flirt with the guys. And if any guys who have a crush on her and like her and try to flirt with her, she just annoys them and spits in their face. Until one day, Katie is walking in the hallway. She bumps into two guys. And the first guy's like, "Hey, carry my luggage. And you need to show me around." And Katie's like, "No, who the frick do you think you are?" And then the other one is like, "Yeah, exactly. She's a girl. She used to be escorting her around carrying her bags." Katie's like, "What? Girls don't need anyone to take care of them. They're not babies." And then that other guy's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. My name is Eric. That is my other brother. That's my brother Steven." And Steven is like, whatever. Do you know who I am? I'm Steven Grant. My father owns part of Germany. And Kate is like, well, this is in Germany, is it? And walks off. But then suddenly she trips. And she gets caught by, what did I say his name was? We're going to call him Eric. We'll call him Evan. Yeah, Evan. She gets caught by Evan. And it was it was like a movie. It was like Love at First Sight and those romantic rom-coms. Then we cut back to Loki and Mobius. And Mobius is like, and Mobius is actually happy. Because if you remember, last episode, Mobius told Loki about how he was kidnapped by the TV. He never had a childhood. So Mobius is happy to be in high school. So now he gets all those childhood memories that he never had. No. And then they go to classes and they sit down and they see Katie. Don't mind that. Now they go up to Katie and they try to strike up a conversation like, hey, but Katie just walks past them. And Mobius is like, what the hell just happened? Loki is like, it's okay, Moba. There's always that one, it's okay, Moba. In every high school, there's always that one girl. Cut back to Katie. Turns out Katie was on her way to the basketball court because she's a cheerleader. Except she doesn't have any friends. She just does it because she thinks it's fun. So she's a cheerleader who does it for fun. And then, while she's practicing, she gets hit in the face by a ball. By Eric. Yeah, I said his name was Steven. I'm Steve. I said his name was Steven, right? He gets hit in the face by Steven. And Steve was like, hey, little girl, that'll teach you. Girl, that'll teach you. You're pathetic. That'll teach you to mess with me. And then my man Evan, the simp, comes in, punches his brother Steven, but then Steven throws the ball. It hits Katie in the stomach, and she slams first into the floor, blacking out. She wakes up in the nurse's office with Evan by her side, holding her hand, and Evan's like, "Oh my God, you're awake. I'm so sorry for my brother's actions." And Katie's like, "Whatever. Why are you being so nice to me?" And Evan, little simp Evan is like, every time I saw you, I thought you were cute. I thought you were cute. You were like, it was like love at first sight. Like love at first sight. So please, it doesn't have to be anything or go anywhere, but please, just give me a chance, and I'll show you how much of a great guy I was. We cut back to Loki and Mobius. Loki hears about what happens on the loudspeaker, and it's like, that may be connected to the anachronism. But how are we gonna bust him? And then Mobius replies, "Well, there is," and then he winks at Loki, and Loki's like, "Oh no, we're not doing that. Going back to Evan, going back to Evan and Katie. Evan starts to tell Katie about the stuff that Steven did to him. He says that one time Steven put spiders in his underwear. One time he even purposely made him slip and fall down a flight of stairs. And one time Steven stole Evan's girlfriend on their anniversary just to piss him off. I tell you, man. This man Steven, he's something else. And Katie realizes, hey, I guess you're not so bad, and I do owe you for taking me to the nurse. And our man Evan, who we'll call our man Evan the Rizzler, the Rizzler comes in and rizzes her up like, yeah, well, you can pay me with a cup of coffee, yeah? I'm sorry, that was cringe. I'm erasing that from the script. I'm erasing that from the script. That was cringe. So Evan now says, yeah, well, you can pay me back with a cup of coffee, yeah? And he winks. Come back to Loki and Mobius. Loki's like, no, why? Why do I have to be the one to do it? And Mobius is like, well, you're the god. You're the god, right? And Loki's like, fine. But I hate you. Anyway, our main man Mobius pulls out his prune stick, uses his prune stick to record something. Because yeah, the prune stick can do that. Alright, anyway, the next day, Loki and Mobius skip class. They try to break into Evan and Steven's mansion. She dodges. Mobius prunes the window. Loki sneaks in. He uses a certain spell to camouflage him in with the walls. And then he tries to sneak around for evidence. Right as he's about to find something, Evan walks in and he sees him. He doesn't know it's Loki. He just sees the guy on the back of his head. He just sees the back of his head with the air, and he's like, and then he pulls out a gun. He pulls out a gun. No, he don't. No, he doesn't. I don't condone violence. He pulls out a pocket knife, and he's like, I'll kill ya. If you ever come back around here, I'll freaking kill ya. And before Loki jumps out the window, and him and Mobius book it. Well, they can teleport, so I don't know why I said that. Mobius book it because the Tempat was dead. Yeah. Anyways, then we cut to Jake. Wait, what? Who the hell is Jake? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I just accidentally spoiled the next episode. I spoiled episode 3 a little bit because Jake is a character in episode 3. So yeah, but anyways, Evan and Katie's on a date. They're on a date, and Evan tells Katie more about his life, and Katie, as he starts to think, maybe all men aren't so bad. Maybe there actually are good guys out there. And then they have a great. And then Evan drives Katie home. Evan drives Katie home, and they have and kisses her good night before driving off. When she gets in the house, Katie's mom asks Katie, "Why are you so happy?" Katie says, "Oh, it's nothing. It's nothing." Anyway, cut to the next day at school. Loki and Mobius try to tell Katie about how Evan is bad news. Because they try to stop the anachronism before it happens. So Loki and Mobius try to tell Katie Evan is bad guy, he's bad news. And Katie doesn't believe them. She's like, who are you? Like, who are you? Who are you two? And stay out of me and my business. I don't need protection. Guys these days. Then Evan appears out of nowhere, punches Loki and puts him in a corner and says, Stay away from Katie, or else it'll be your last day. And she punches Loki before Mobius comes, pulls him off. Mobius comes, pulls him off, punches him, and Evan kicks Mobius. Boom! And they all end up in detention. And all throughout the tension, Mobius and Loki keep getting death stared by Evan. Alright, moving on. After that, Loki and Mobius get out of detention. And turns out there's a party. There's a party being thrown at Evan's house. Evan is throwing a party. And Loki gets invited by some random girl he met the other day. Loki gets invited by her. And he brings Mobius too. Mobius is like, well, why would we go to a party when we should be looking out for Evan? And Loki's like, well, Mobius, you wanted a high school experience. And high school isn't high school without partying. Come on, we can get it. Well, come on. And Mobius just smiles. Guess you're right, Loki. Guess you are right. Then we cut to the party. Which is that night we go to the party. Mobius and Loki arrive, and Loki's like, "Hey, Mobius, we should go get a drink." Mobius like, "But we're working." And Loki's like, "Come on, well, we can a little drink won't hurt. A little drink won't hurt." And Mobius and Loki's like, get in swing in the name of the timeline. And Loki's like, get it down in the name of the timeline. Anyway, they end up playing Spin the Bottle. They end up playing Spin the Bottle. The bottle spins, lands on, the bottle spins and it lands on Katie. And Katie, what? Well, hold on. They play Spin the Bottle. Evan spins the bottle, lands on Katie. Turns out that earlier kiss was just a dream. The earlier kiss was just a dream. This is the first time that Katie and Evan will have kissed. And they kissed. And apparently, Katie sees fireworks in spawn. Alright, now they go out into the upper. Everybody goes out onto the upper deck, including Loki and Mobius, who are actually having fun. They're having so much fun. They actually completely forgot what they were doing, and they're going out to the party. They're going out onto the party, onto the party deck, onto the pool deck. When I said party deck, they're going out onto the pool deck, and Evan is like, "Hey, Katie, jump in the pool." And they start playing truth or dare. Evan's like, "Katie, I dare you to jump into the pool with all your clothes on." And Katie's like, "With all my clothes on, but okay." And she gets ready to jump, but then it's gonna get down. Then Steven comes up and is like, "Whoa, you're not jumping in our pool. Katie, we had a gas leak. We had a gas leak before. He's trying to kill you." And Katie's like, "Yo, shut up. Shut up and stay out of my business." And Jake and Evan is like, "Yeah, let her jump. And all the extras in the background students are like, "Let her jump." And Loki's like, "Yeah, man, it's a party." But then he picks up. But then as Katie's about to jump, Steven picks up a rock, throws it into the pool, and a green puddle appears around it, and it melts into the water, and then suddenly beep beep beep. There's a beep on Mobius's ThinkPad, and it says anachronism about in effect. Turns out Steven throwing that rock activated the anachronism. And Mobius realizes what the anachronism really is. He realizes that they've got it all wrong. And he realizes what the real anachronism is. Katie turns to Ethan and is like, "You were really trying to hurt me? Why?" But Ethan has no answer. He picks up Katie. He's about to throw her in the pool, but then gets kicked by Loki and punched by Mobius. Then he gets up and he pulls out a taser. And he's like, this is some futuristic tech. One tase will end both of you. So get out my way. And let me have her, or I kill an innocent civilian. Loki's like, "Okay, dude, calm down, okay." Put the taser down. He pretends, he hands him Katie, but then Mobius comes in, pulls the taser. Loki grabs Katie, gets her to safety, then come back and they start fighting. Boom, punch. And then he punches Mobius, and then Evan, he punches Mobius. He's about to throw him in the pool before Loki comes and tackles Ethan into the pool, like boom, boom. And it's funny, Mobius screams, "Loki!" But then suddenly he, boom, we hear a punch. And Loki gets out completely fine and says, Great thing about being a god, I'm invulnerable." And they all laugh. And Loki gives Mobius a hug. Mobius says, "Look, thanks, Loki, thanks. thanks for giving me the best high school experience anyone could ask for, and being the bestest of friend. Katie, who was confused, is like, what just happened? And Loki says he works for an organization. Loki basically says he's a spy who works for an organization, and Evan was a criminal. And then Katie's like, but you survived the acid. And Loki says, I was wearing body armor. Cut to the next day. Loki and Mobius are making sure that that he's really dead and everything is fine. Katie is talking to Steven about what's happening. Steven explains, my dad. Steven explains, his dad owns half of Germany, and Katie's grandpa owns the other half. They've been training each other for years. When they got to the school, when they got to the school, Steven wanted to stay loyal to his family. That's what he was mean to her at first. But Evan, he hated her on a deep level, and he wanted to make her pay. That's why he tried to kill her. He tried to trick her and kill her. And then Steven apologized and said, I actually have had the biggest crush on you. But he's like, I need time to work on myself. Then she goes home, tells her mom the whole story, and her mom's like, what? Wow. Her mom was just shocked and thinks she's lying at first before showing her video evidence. Alright, a couple weeks later, Katie gets a call. Katie gets a call from her dad saying, tell your friend to stop coming here. Or else he will be punished. And Katie's like, wow, hello, Dad. No, hi, Katie. How you been? I love you. And his dad said, I have friends with powerful people. Don't you dare mess with me. But Katie hangs up the phone. She instantly calls Evan. She instantly calls Steven and says, Steven, why were you at my dad's house? Steven says, I wanted him to be a better parent to you. The parent that you deserve. Did he hurt you? And Steven's like, no, he didn't hurt me. I'm just a little banged up from getting thrown out by the guards. And Katie says, don't you ever do that again. And Evan and Steven's like, okay, but will you go on a date with me? Katie says, yeah, of course. And that's the end of the episode. Yeah, I know it wasn't much focused on Loki and Mobius, but literally like basically them reacting. It was basically like them reacting to what happened with King. It also was like an emotional episode. But episode 3 is when we get into some crazy town stuff. So stay tuned. And also I'm gonna start daily uploading, and not this weeks apart thing. I might even upload 2 episodes a day because I gotta catch y'all up. Cause I'm currently writing season 13. And I'm at the same time I'm also writing 2 other shows that exist in the same universe as this. So gotta catch y'all up real quick, and then yeah. But anyway,